Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now I really like eyeshadow palettes, singles, duochromes, multichromes, blush, highlighter, gloss, basically everything except for pressed glitter. And today we are going to be talking about my dupe version for the Amy Hearts Beauty and Amy Loves Makeup Alma palette. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me. We're getting into it right now. Alright you guys, so I'm going to put a picture of the original palette right here. This is the Amy Hearts Beauty and Amy Loves Makeup Alma palette. This palette came out, I want to say, about 2 years ago at this point, and was it 2 years ago? It may have only been a year ago. No, it was 2 years ago. And so at the time, I was not somebody who was watching Amy Loves Makeup very closely, and so I was not aware that this palette had come out. I kind of caught it at the tail end of things. There was a whole bunch of drama, which I'm not really sure the whole drama around everything, but I understand that the company made the decision to start selling the palette as singles, and that was not something that was in any of the contracts, so there was like some confusion and frustration and things, so it was like a whole deal. And ultimately, at the time that I had attempted to purchase the palette, I attempted to purchase the full palette of singles because the palette was no longer being made, and I did not know that there was all this drama surrounding it. Otherwise I would not have tried this at all. But I ended up making a purchase for the singles, and then after waiting for about 8 weeks, never got my product. I had to file a complaint with Better Business Bureau and PayPal and all these people to try to get my money back, which I did finally get my money back, but it was quite a circus, and so it was just overall a really bad experience. But I was really disappointed because I really liked the color story of what Amy had done in her palette. Like, I thought that palette was actually genuinely a very pretty palette and something very unusual, because in my mind this was striking me as sort of a vibrant blue, pinky, purple palette. Very cool toned, very vibrant, and that was something that I had not seen a lot of in the makeup community. So I was really disappointed that I wasn't able to buy from the brand because the brand was so shady, and it looks like since then the brand has shut down. I don't know if they've restarted under a new name or anything like that, but that's neither here nor there. So my goal was to make kind of my own version of this palette to kind of give me that same vibe, without having to like try to purchase, you know, a used palette or anything like that off of wherever. So what I did was go through my singles collection, and I came up with this palette. So this is the set of singles that I used. There are 15 shades in here, and I'll go through each of them for you so that you can see kind of what my version of the palette looks like. It's not an exact like dupe or anything, but I think it gives me the same vibes, like cool toned, vibrant, pinky blue purple palette that I can make a lot of really fun looks with. And then after I show you some swatches, I'll show you how I got this look. Let's go through. I'm gonna swatch hopefully all of this on my arm. We'll see. The first shade is Zero Gravity from Terra Moons, and it is an iridescent multi-chrome that is predominantly like a purple shift. And you can see that it's kind of reading blue, I think, because of all the lights that I have on it, but you can see from the side, like, you don't see it, there's no like cast or anything until you go kind of head on, and then it's a very bright purple. It's what I have on my inner corners today, to kind of liven everything up, I guess I'll say, make it more vibrant. The next shade I have is Kaleidoscope, which is a glitter multi-chrome from Clionadh. And this one is like a pink with kind of an aqua teal blue shift, which I think is so pretty. So again, I'm not duping the exact shades, I'm duping kind of the vibe, the concept, and certainly you're welcome to look through what you have in your own collection to kind of dupe the vibes as well. So that was the second shade that I picked out. The third shade that I picked out was Enamel from Clionadh Cosmetics, and again, this is one of their glitter multi-chromes. These multi-chromes tend to be kind of flaky when you first apply them, so definitely use a glitter glue if you decide to include them in a palette or include them in an eye look. And on camera, this is pulling very like dark purple with blue. In person, it's pulling more of like a plummy purple base with like a fuchsia shift. So that's that third shade, and I wonder, yeah, it just pulls the same way on there. It's kind of hard to catch the multi-chrome-ness with my lighting setup that I have right now. The next shade is the only neutral I included, and this is Makeup Geek Cupcake. And it's kind of a rosewood neutral shade, which I thought would look very nice with these colors that we've selected, or that I selected. The next one is from Give Me Glow. This is Sky High, and it is a very bright aqua blue. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, then I have a couple of singles in here from Looxie as well. This first one is called Salted Caramel, and it is an iridescent kind of blue teal shifting shade. So I feel like it has more of like a sandy kind of a base, like iridescent sandy base, and then it has like this blue to purple to fuchsia shift in the glitters, but I think the predominant shift that you see is that blue color. The next shade from Looxie Cosmetics is called Screwball, and this one is a similar glitter but with a kind of sheer blue base, so I feel like it pulls a little bit more of like a frosty blue, and I have that one on the lower inner third of my lash line. The next shade is called I'm Too Royal from Give Me Glow, and it is this really vibrant grapey purple metallic, and it does have a little bit of a shift there, but I think it's not super pronounced, so I really treat it more just like a purple metallic. The next one is called Wink from Give Me Glow, and it is kind of a gray toned lavender. Looks like that. And I'm sorry, these swatches are not phenomenal. I'm not a professional swatcher, you guys. Alright, and then the last one on the second row, this is again from Clionadh. This is Arctic Circle, and this is from their 66.5 degrees north collection. And it is basically like a metallic aqua with kind of a bright gold shift. So that's the first two rows. Now we're going to get into this last row. The next shade is called Crystalline, and again from Give Me Glow. I think this is from the Witchcraft versus Alchemy duochromes, but you're welcome to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And it is a purple with kind of a sky blue shift, which you can see there. Then the next shade is from Give Me Glow. This is Peri, and it is a very metallic lavender shade, which I love. As soon as I saw this shade, I knew I was going to be able to build this palette, because when I saw these Give Me Glow singles that were like blues and purples, I was like, this is what I need. This is what I've been missing in order to make my palette. So a lot of this is Give Me Glow. The next shade is from Colourpop. This is called Heiress. Can you believe there's only one Colourpop single in here? And it is just a metallic kind of lavender purple shade. It's very soft. Metallic? Matte. It's matte. I don't know why I just said metallic. But very soft lavender. It does do a little bit better on the lids than it does swatched out. The next shade is from Makeup Forever. This is M928, and it is a kind of matte burgundy shade. And then the last shade in here is Give Me Glow Grapness. Alright, And so there you can see the entire palette swatched, and this is what the palette looks like. So like I said, I don't think that this is an exact, you know, color store dupe or anything like that, but I do think it kind of dupes the vibes of a cool toned, you know, pinky purpley blue color story. I really like the way that you can combine these colors. When I first made the palette, I was kind of like, gosh, what do I do with it now that I've made it? But then once I started playing with it, I realized how complementary all these colors were, even though they're so vibrant together. I'll try to insert a few looks that I did here so far with this palette, and I just have to say that I think it's been really fun to kind of invent this palette, play with the different colors. I've gotten a lot of compliments on these looks when I've worn them to work, which has been, you know, just really exciting for me. I think playing with the finishes in this palette by having like some iridescent shades, some duochromes, some multi-chromes, some really solid metallics, and then some really vibrant mattes, I think is a great combination in order to make really interesting looks. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and just show you the quick demo of how I got this look here. Okay, so now that my camera has died twice, we are ready to finally start. This is the like pseudo palette that I'm going to be using. I'm going to start with a Nabla blending brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Cupcake by Makeup Geek. This is their old cupcake in the round pan, so I don't know if that has changed at all with their new pans. I like this shade because it's kind of like what my skin would look like if I got a really bad sunburn, so it's not like too far off from like a skin tone or my skin tone. So it's kind of the only transition shade that I built into this palette. And like I said earlier, this is based off of another palette, so it's not like I came up with this color story myself, but on the occasions where I did not have a perfect shade dupe, I didn't go looking for more neutral shades to put into this. And the next shade I'm going to go in with is the shade Wink from Give Me Glow. And I just want to kind of create a transition for all the blues that I'm going to do after that. Give Me Glow shadows are so pigmented, but they give a lot of kick up, so that's the trade-off that you're going to make with those shadows. But you also get an enormous pan for the money, so not like you're going to run out. Next shade I'm going to go in with is a dark blue called Grapness from Give Me Glow, and that's just going to allow me to really like deepen up the outer portion of my crease. And again, very pigmented. They are going to have fallout. If I were not doing this for filming, I would probably do my eyes first. Just to kind of prevent lots of fallout on my face. I'm getting a little bit of patchiness there. A little bit. Okay, same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna apply my glitter primer, which is just the NYX glitter primer. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with Give Me Glow Peri. And just pop that over most of the lid. And then I think what I'm going to do is blend that into Clionadh crystalline. Which may just look very similar on the lid, but that's okay. Got a little bit more blue in it than peri. Alright, so I'm just going to take a little pencil brush and go into this shade, which is Makeup Forever M928, which is basically just like a burgundy shade. And I'm going to dust just a little bit of cupcake below that. Just kind of smoothing out those edges. And then I think I'm going to take this shade, which is called Screwball. This is from Looxie Cosmetics, and put that in the lower inner third. I'm going to just spray that. Like that. And then I'm going to pop Zero Gravity from Terra Moon. That's Zero Gravity from Terra Moon. I'm going to pop that on my inner corners. And just below my brow bone. Okay. So let me get on my liner and lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, and this is the final look. What do you think? Alright, let's get you zoomed back out and we can finish off this video. Okay, and now that you've gotten a chance to see this look, let me know in a comment down below, what did you think of my sort of duping the vibes version of the original Alma palette? Did you pick up that palette? What do you think? Do you think it comes close to my sort of recreation here? I would really love to know. Alright, Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye!